everybody. Thank you for tuning in. It's Caleb Herring. This video here is in response to a lot of feedback I've been receiving on social media. If you don't follow me on social media, it's Caleb Herring 14 on all platforms. The link is in the description. If you do follow me on social media, you know that this past weekend I jumped out of an airplane, went skydiving, and it was just absolutely crazy. I've had a lot of people sending comments, sending messages, inquiring about my experience, and I just thought it would be easier to put it all into a video, sum it all up. Pretty simple. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. And so basically, we're gonna just jump right into it, the whole experience. A few months back, my girlfriend and I, Abby Lopez, you'll probably be seeing her in a few videos, we started planning a 2-day vacation. And one of the things, well, we're going with her family, let's put that in there, her mom and her dad, Benito and Christina. One of the things Benito has always wanted to do was jump out of an airplane, one of his lifelong dreams. Not a lifelong dream of mine, but something I was definitely curious about, and something I thought it would be a good idea to do as part of the vacation, being that he is, like I said, he's something he wanted to do for so long, and I was down to try it. So started a few months back, started to materialize just about a month ago, and the plan was to go to Michigan City on a Friday, go to downtown Chicago on a Saturday, just a little 2-day getaway. The Skydive is in Michigan City, which is why I say Michigan City. And so just this past weekend, everything came to fruition, and that 2-day adventure began. So we headed up to Michigan City on Friday. We had the tickets, very affordable. We think we paid $249 a person for the skydive, and that included them recording it into a video. Benito had some extra stuff done where they edited the video for him, gave him some extra pictures. I think his was $269, $279. I paid $249, so it's really not that crazy expensive for something like this. So we got up to Michigan City on Friday. We did a little shopping, hit a few restaurants, just the normal vacation things. But basically all Benito and I could think about and prepare for was this jump that we had to go to at 6 p.m. And to be honest, I really wasn't that nervous. Benito, he seemed really nervous about it. He was shaking around, jumping up and down. For me, I really was not that nervous. I don't know. I guess it didn't hit me what exactly was going on. But the nervousness started setting in a little bit, which I'll get into. So about 5:30, we had, like I said, our appointments at 6 o'clock. And about 5:30, we head over to the Skydive place. Skydive, Windy City, Chicago. I'll leave their link in the bio as well. Great people, great company. So we get there right about 6 o'clock. And we check in, and I'm expecting, like on the website and everything, I was reading, the questions and answers and all, that side, facts, FAQ, I think it's called. So in that, I thought I had saw where we would be attending like a 2 to 3 hour training, going through, if this were to go wrong, do this, and all the things to do with skydiving. We're gonna be experts at the end of this training. That's what's happening in my mind, because you book like a slot of time. Ours was 6 to 9 p.m. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's like a 5 to 6 minute jump. So we're doing a 2 hour and 55-minute training. No. So we get there, and they run us through like a 2 to 3 minute training. And it's to the point where if something were to go wrong, you just have no idea. You would have no idea what to do. Any little thing is gonna mess everything up. And like I said, that 2 to 3 minute training basically tells you how to rest your head when you're jumping out of a plane, and how to prepare your legs on the plane as you're jumping. That is about it. There's nothing to do. Like I said, if this goes wrong, do this. There's none of that. And as I said earlier in the video, I wasn't that nervous earlier in the day, but once we did this little itty bitty minute tiny training, that's when the nervousness started setting in. Like, what am I supposed to do if something goes wrong? Like, I have no idea. So while we wait, Abby and I are playing cornhole. I'm just trying to get my mind off the fact that this could be it. That's how I was feeling the entire day, basically. But really set in like when I saw the plane. There was a group of people to go right before us, so I got to see it. And this is getting crazy now in my mind, because we see the plane go up with this group of people right before us, and it just disappears. I'm talking about, it looks like a strand of hair all the way up, 14,000 feet in the air. You're seeing the plane, and then the next second it's gone because it's so tiny and it's so far away. And then you're just seeing little ants dropping out of the plane, and then they get bigger and bigger in human size as they get towards the ground. And it's really starting to set in now. Like, wow, like that is about to be me up in the air. And so, anyways, they get done. That first round of people that went before us. And I'm thinking, the instructors, the skydive instructors, the one that would be like on our backs, they're gonna, get out the plane from that first group, meet and greet with us for a little bit, talk it out, see where, get to know each other a little bit. I mean, we're skydiving, we're jumping out of a plane together. No, they rush out, change their backpacks. My guy's name is Jared. He yells my name, Caleb. I go find him, shake his hand, and we're on the plane. Like, no in between. Like I said, no meet and greet. It's just straight to business. We're on the plane. Benito and I boarded first, meaning we'd be the last to jump. And this is when it starts in my mind, like, wow, like, what am I doing? I'm absolutely insane. I've went crazy. Made the worst decision of my life. Like, I'm not freaking out to the point where I back out of it, but I'm to the point where, like, I'm thinking, what am I doing? What kind of decision have I made? Plane door closes, and we're going up 2,000 feet, 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet. I'm asking Jared on my back, are we fully strapped in? Like, I'm feeling a little loose. Like, let's tighten it up a little bit. And Jared just keeps saying, oh, we're good, man. We're going to be loosely strapped. Once we're getting ready to jump, that's when we tighten stuff down. And I'm thinking, like, this can't... Are you serious? Like, tighten it up. Tie something around me. What if something goes on right now and we have to jump? I'm just loosely strapped to you. Like, that's not cool in my mind at all. So I'm just basically asking him a bunch of questions. In my mind, I'm freaking out. Like, wow, this is not cool. Like I said, worst decision of my life. I'm absolutely insane, absolutely crazy. What am I doing? What kind of decision have I made? Finally, he straps us up, tightens us down. I feel a lot more secure, but still, they open the plane door. There's about 7 to 8 other skydivers, and they just start dropping like ants. Like I said, I'm the last one to go, so I see everybody else jumping. Gone. Before you know it, it's just Jared and I, and there's no time to think about it. We're at the plane, and that 3-minute training, the stuff we learned in that starts to become applicable. I wrap my legs around the bottom of the plane. I rest my head on the shoulder. Like I said, there's really no time to think about it. We dive forward, and the free fall begins. And this is the reason why I'll never do it again, is this free fall. If you've skydived before, skydove, I don't know. If you did that before, if you've done this before, the free fall is absolutely crazy. And you're just falling so fast. I'm thinking, before the free fall, I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be fast, but I've been on the dragster at Cedar Point. It's 120 miles an hour. I'm good. No, you fall so fast. I'm talking, I can't describe it. You just have to, like I said, you have to experience it to really feel how fast you're going. It's just a rocket straight towards the ground. As to where, if you were to hit the ground without any parachute deploying, people wouldn't even know you were a human. Like, you're just going so fast. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, Jared, pull this parachute, please pull this parachute. Free fall is not for me. I just want to be able to enjoy the views. Like, please just pull this parachute. It felt like 5 minutes that we're just falling. In reality, I think you're free falling without the parachute for about 20 to 30 seconds. It's crazy. It is crazy. Finally, he taps on my shoulder and he pulls the parachute, and I feel saved. I feel absolutely safe. I still feel like I'm in danger because a bird could fly into the parachute. Something could still go wrong, but I feel probably 80% more safe than I did free falling, and the views were really nice. I gotta admit, it was a really nice day. Kind of cloudy. We went right through the clouds, and he's turning the parachute as we're floating. We're not falling like a rocket to the ground anymore. We're kind of just floating back and forth. Really enjoying the views. After about a minute of that, though, I was kind of just like, I'm trying to get back on the ground. And it was a really slow descent. I have a really bad perception of time at that altitude, and with all the feelings that were in my head, so I'm really not sure how long it was. I want to say probably 5 minutes total, 4 to 5 minutes total maybe. But anyways, we're floating. And then the next thing you gotta worry about is landing. And they tell you in the training, you can't really see my legs, but lift your legs as high as possible. Do not let your feet hit the ground. So I got this in my mind when we're landing. Jared's like, feet up, legs up. And I have them up as far as I can go. And I thought I was doing pretty good. But I don't know what went wrong, but I clipped both of my feet and my heels on the ground as we were landing. And physically, this was the most painful part of it all. I felt like I broke my foot. We came in hot. It hurt. It really hurt. I was thinking about just laying in the field for a little bit, for a little dramatic effect, for my pain. But I got up, walked it off. But to sum it all up, it was a crazy jump. The free fall was the scariest and the most fearful that I was. The parachute was probably my favorite part, like when it deployed and we were floating and looking at everything. Overall, if you want to do it, do it. Can't say there's nothing to lose, because there's definitely a lot to lose. But you don't want to go into tomorrow with regrets, with something that you wanted to do that you never got to, that you never did. If you want to do it, go do it. It's like I said, I paid $249, and it's crazy. You get videos and pictures of the whole experience, and for me, that's why I'll never do it again. I have a video, I have some screenshots. I didn't want to pay extra for the pictures. I got the screenshots from the videos. That's gonna last forever, so I don't have to jump at 14,000 feet going 170 miles per hour towards the ground again. I survived, won't do it again. If you have any questions, definitely ask them. I'm really good about replying to comments and messages. Like I said, a really good experience. The whole trip to Chicago was awesome. I'm gonna leave a video of the actual skydive right after this video, so stay tuned. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. But that is basically my experience with Chicago Windy City Skydive. Thanks a lot.